Hey, what's up guys, it's TechZoomer talking to you here, and in today's video, I want to talk about some news, some Apple news. Yes, I haven't done a video about Apple news in a while, so I decided to put all of the most important Apple news of the most recent times in one video. Because I'm more focused now on bringing you Mac content since Apple released the M2 Pro, the M2 Max, and the M2 Mac Minis. I'm doing a lot of work trying to compare the M2 Mac Mini to my M1 Max MacBook Pro, trying to understand what its values, its strengths, its weaknesses. So don't forget to drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you want to follow that type of content. But in today's video, I will talk about only Apple news. Newest iPhone 15 leaks, the Apple VR headset, what are my thoughts on that matter, because it's the first time that I will talk about that on my channel, and finally, the possibility of some foldable iPads in 2024. So, if you are excited for that, don't forget to drop a like down below, subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. So, let's first start this video with some iPhone 15 Ultra, 15 Pro leaks, because I think that this iPhone is really exciting for this year. If you don't know, we are promised a redesign by tons of leakers by now. According to the most recent leak from Shrimp Apple Pro, a very reliable Apple leaker, we should expect the iPhone 15, 15 Pro, and 15 Pro Max to have a redesign. Yes, all of the models from the lineup will have the same redesign treatment. Yes, this is important because Apple is not trying to create a differentiation between the normal iPhones and the most expensive iPhones, the Pro iPhones. So this is one of the best things to come out of this leak. Yes, all of the iPhones will get a redesign, and this is really important in my opinion. But what redesign are we getting on the iPhone 15, and is it really worth it, all of this fuss? Well, in my opinion, I think it is, because Apple is rumored to have the new design to be a mix between the iPhone 12's design and the iPhone 10's design. Imagine an iPhone where your back is a little bit curved, but you have still flat edges. The front will be still a flat display, but it will have curved edges. So it's really weird, but try to think as the Apple Watch Series 7 has. It's still a flat display, but it imitates that floating edge design. I think it will be looking pretty cool if you can have your iPhone sit on a table and you will be able to see the edge of the display, so flying over. Just like Samsung tried to do a few years ago, but this time a lot better. I think that this will be insane to look at, insanely cool. I'm so ready to watch this display technology unfold on the iPhone 15, 15 Pro and 15 Ultra. According to Shrimp Apple Pro, this will probably only be an iPhone 15 Pro feature, smaller bezels and curved edges. I think that the normal iPhone 15 and 15 Plus will be keeping the same design as the current iPhone 14 in terms of the display, just a flat display. Other than that, no more changes on the glass. It will still be ceramic chill, and probably no more changes on the composition of the back glass also. So I think that Apple will be still keeping the same materials, but they will try to give it a little bit of spice to the new design of the iPhone 15s. Of course, the real star of the show will be the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Ultra. As always, Apple will differentiate these two models pretty easily, because according to Shrimp Apple Pro, the iPhone 15 Ultra, the bigger sized iPhone 15 Pro, will be the only iPhone to get the periscope lens, because according to him, that's the iPhone that only has the size to fit it, because the iPhone 15 Pro is probably a little bit too small, but that's according to rumors. Take that with a little bit of grain of salt. If you ask me, that makes tons of sense, because if Apple wants to put a periscope lens on the iPhone, but it's limited by space, why not create an Ultra model of the iPhone 15 Pro? And the only difference is the periscope lens. While the iPhone 15 Pro will have still tons of bells and whistles, but it's limited by size, so it cannot feature the most pro-ish features, and so Apple will create an Ultra feature, an Ultra iPhone, the periscope lens. I will get this iPhone 15 Ultra if it comes with a periscope lens so quick. I'm ready to upgrade for my iPhone 13 Pro Max in that case, but still, I'm really excited for this iPhone 15, 15 Pro and 15 Ultra leaks, because the leaks are getting even more spicier, even more leakers and reliable leakers are agreeing with all of the designs, and with this in mind, I'm really excited for the upcoming iPhone 15 lineup. This redesign will be insane, together with the A17 chip, a new 3nm design and architecture chip will be more efficient, more powerful. I think we are getting a super cycle in 2023. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about the iPhone 15 lineup. Then we have the Apple VR headset. These leaks have been bothering me for a while. We have been getting these leaks for almost 3 years or 4 years now, and it's kind of annoying. But more recently, a lot of very reliable leakers like Mark Gurman, Min-Chi Kuo have been talking about this VR headset as almost as certain. I've been doubtful of this because why would Apple make a $3,000 headset that it's so niche? It doesn't make any sense. Even an Apple camera would be having more market than this Apple VR headset. Doesn't make any sense why Apple would do it, unless Apple is preparing for an Apple Glass scenario where they have to build an OS for that, and they have to incentivize other developers to also help and build apps for that. So I do believe that this Apple VR headset will be very expensive, will be only for developers and people that want to spend $3,000 on it, but Apple will create a foundation for the OS upcoming on the Apple Glass, this AR or VR OS. This VR headset will be looking more like the Meta Quest Pro than a normal pair of glasses. This is just another VR headset. But according to leakers like Mark Gurman, this VR headset would be top of the line, solving most of the issues currently available on the Meta Quest 2 and other VR headsets. For example, it will have an external battery, so the weight won't be put on your head. Then it won't have any type of remote, so it will be able to track your hands, legs, and the whole body. So it will be creating a full avatar of your body. You move one leg, your avatar moves one leg. You move one hand, your avatar moves your hand. So it's more like a more realistic VR headset. We are getting very close to that universe of the Ready Player One. I'm so excited for that future. But this Apple VR headset is also rumored to come with two 8K displays, which will be so insane, and even more cameras to back that up. Because according to Mark Gurman and other leakers, this Apple VR headset will be a mixed reality Apple headset. So you will be able to put your screen, for example, at the side of your computer, and that would be able to mix your reality with your virtual reality, so a mixed reality. This will be pretty cool. So if you want to have more monitors on your screen, it will be possible. According to other leakers also, we are not sure if this Apple VR headset will be powered by which chip, the M2, the M1, the M2 Pro, the M2 Max. We are not sure. And we are also not sure if it's going to have a chip at all, or if it's going to be powered by the iPhone. One thing is for certain, it will actually require a very, very fast Wi-Fi 6E modem that the current iPhone 14 Pro Max has, and the current models dropped this January, the M2 Pro and M2 Max MacBook Pros, and also the M2 Mac Mini do have. So I'm thinking if Apple is ready to launch this Apple VR headset, it made a lot of sense to release these computers in January. A very weird timeline to do it, but assuring that all of your Mac lineup is ready to receive this Apple VR headset, which I do believe will be so expensive that I won't have any type of money to buy it, but I sure want to try it. Of course, this Apple VR headset will be a very niche product, and that's where my opinion enters, because I don't see a future for this specific product, but I do see a future for the OS that is being built for this Apple VR headset. The Apple AR OS or VR OS or ROS will be the foundation for the new generation of Apple products, the Apple glasses and other Apple like virtual reality. Tim Cook has expressed his opinion on augmented reality as being the future, and I do believe also that. So I'm really excited, but also very, very doubtful and very just taking the back seat on this Apple VR headset. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about the Apple VR headset. It's probably going to be made by carbon fiber, so it's going to be very light, external batteries, all of those quality features, but it's also going to start at $3,000. Are you willing to pay that much for a glorified gaming device? Let me know in the comments down below. And finally, we reach the last part of this story. And this is a very recent story. Like Min-Chi Kuo tweeted a few minutes ago about the foldable iPad. I almost missed this story while making this video. While I was doing my research, I stumbled upon this tweet from Min-Chi Kuo for a few seconds or minutes ago, and he talked about foldable iPad in 2024. According to Min-Chi Kuo, he's expecting the iPad sales to drop by about 10 to 15% in this year, which is really bad because the iPad sales has been dropping for a while. Apple has been completely neglecting the iPad lineup, and it doesn't look good for the big sized iPhone. Apple is kind of neglecting the iPad Pro, only releasing it with the M2 chip, to not giving any type of software features. It's a complete handicapped device. It's really weird. Like, it's in a really, really weird state. We are not sure where Apple wants to take the iPad lineup, and right now, it's completely stagnant, not getting a lot of sales. But if Apple is planning to move the iPad lineup into a foldable lineup, it's starting to make sense for me. According to Min-Chi Kuo, the iPad mini is ready to be updated around the 2024. And according to him, he's exploring the idea that Apple is working on a foldable iPad, and this could be the same iPad, so a new foldable iPad. Could you imagine a 9.7 10-inch iPad mini being foldable? Just like a Z Fold competitor, but better. Like an iPad turning into a phone, not a phone turned into a tablet. I think that would be pretty cool to see. Imagine a very big tablet fitted in one small tablet, not imagine a pretty big phone fitting in a very weird shaped phone like the Z Fold is. I've used the Z Fold Samsung several times. I don't like it. It feels very fragile. It feels quirky. While if I give it to my parents, they feel it weird. They don't see any of the advantages of that device. But if a foldable iPad comes, I can see a future where I have my iPad Pro, I want to take to my university, and I just fold it up really small, like a notebook, just much better. In my opinion, that could be the future. And according to Min-Chi Kuo, Apple is exploring the idea of making a foldable iPad in 2024. We don't have any more details from this tweet. It's just an idea from Min-Chi Kuo. But I do believe that Apple is working on foldables, and this could be another prototype on their lineup. But what are your thoughts on a foldable iPad in 2024? Almost 1 year away. That's actually really close. If Apple wants to launch a product in 2024, they must have it almost ready by 2023. So let me know your opinions in the comments down below. Do you think that this justifies the lacking of respect that Apple has been showing to the iPad lineup? Or do you think this is just another leak to get attention from some very reliable leaker like Min-Chi Kuo? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. But while you're there, do not forget to drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel. I think I needed to make this video so I could compile all of the most recent news in one video, so I could just get it over and go back into working on Mac content, because recently has been giving me a lot of joy. Comparing this M2 Mac Mini that I have right here into my M1 Max MacBook Pro is taking a lot of work, and between also I have tons of exams for university, so just have patience. That video will come out this week. Other than that, I think these were all of the Apple news until now. More recently, and the most important ones, the iPhone 15 Ultra and Pro new redesign, the iPad Pro foldable, and of course the Apple VR headset and its future, which looks to be really, really close. WWDC maybe? I think we are done. This has been TechSummer talking to you here. Bye bye.